Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 2. Today we are going to continue going through the Heim mountains and the caverns as well, because I saw it said caverns. You guys will have to forgive me, it's been a minute since I have played, mostly because of the holidays. I was like focusing on spending time with the family, so if I get lost super easy, that is why. I'm trying not to get lost, but can't always have that happen. So yeah, that's the goal. Okay, so I've been this way, so let's check the other way. I should have pulled up a map somewhere, but I did not.
Here goes my impact bomb.
But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good and staying safe during these insane times. I know it can be crazy, especially depending on the area that you live in. So
Golden hammer! Crash!
hopefully you guys are doing well.
Tensei can slash!
I know it's been a minute since an episode of Grandia has come up, and again, I apologize for that, because I know some of you really like this series, so. Hop. That's more like a jump, not a hop. Anyway. More of the Yeti men, as I like to call them. Because they technically are Yetis. Even though it says Bigfoot, they're technically Yetis. Because they're covered in white fur, which makes them Yetis. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Go! Dragon rise!
Epic close up of the dude's back in that scene, jeez.
Here goes my impact bomb.
I should have killed it.
Tensei can slash!
I need to strengthen Elena's impact bomb. Freaking love Merrick. All need is to do a simple attack. I was not gonna waste the SP for that. Myriad Power Nut. Okay, before I go into the cave, I'm going to power up. now we go in the cave. Yomi's elixir, good for if you faint. Well, not faint. If you actually die. The same Pokemon. If you die, then it can bring you back. Freaking back attack these sons of guns. The one chance that I'm actually able to do so.
Tensei can slash.
But yeah, I'm actually recording this on the 6th of January, just so you guys know the time frame. I do want to mention something that happened recently that I thought was cool and also slightly shocking.
Here goes my
And I may
impact
mention
bomb.
this in a different recording as well, because I know some of you guys don't watch the travel ones much. But,
Go!
apparently
Dragon Ride!
I had a K-pop reactor start. I had K-pop reactors sub to my channel because of a singing cover that I did.
Tensei
I was like-
can slash.
And I'm not gonna lie, and Sean, if you're watching this, don't take offense to this. This is just my mindset.
You wanna beat me?
When I first saw that happen, I'm like, surely this is a joke. This can't be real. And then I started talking to him in the Discord, and he's like, oh yeah, it is real. I really like the Espa cover. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then I was trying really hard not to freaking like fangirl too much, because I like his videos a lot. I've been really into his reactions, and
Here goes my impact bomb.
I really like a lot of the ones that he has out. So the fact
Tensei
that
can slash.
he, you know, subbed to me is just kind of nuts. It still kind of boggles my mind, to be honest. Like, I never thought a big channel like that would actually take notice. And you paralyze Mary, because of course you do. You massive pain in the butt. Trying to keep language down. One, because I'm your grandma and papa's, and two, because I'm trying to keep my channel family friendly. Because I could have said something else entirely, and then it wouldn't have made it family friendly at all. So I'm trying to avoid that if possible.
Please release your fury, O Earth.
Down you go. Whap. Right now, Ron. Just attack. I love that freaking warp thing that I gave him. That's so cool.
You better practice if you wanna beat me.
Seed of Life. I think I know who that's going to go to. And for you guys that have been around in terms of this Let's Play, no, it is not Merrick. I'm actually giving this one to Elena. It's, for those that are new, it's kind of become a running joke that I just keep giving Merrick all the really good supplies because he's my favorite character. That is not the case. I just find it useful for some of his. Okay, these are speed boots basically. Trying to see who would benefit from this the most. I'll give him to Elena. But yeah, some of the items I just really find useful for Merrick specifically. So that's why he tends to get a lot of... I went backwards, didn't I? Yep, I did. You know, it's gonna happen at some point. But yeah, a lot of the things I just find super useful for Merrick, so that's why he will get a lot of the items. Now we are halfway up. Is this a place where we can camp? Yeah, Rita's like, let's camp here tonight, guys. And Ron's like, good idea, I will fetch some water. And Ray's like, a fine idea. I shall accompany you to make your burden lighter. No, I'll be able to manage. Then I shall keep you company. Come, let us go. You two take care, alright? We're almost there. If I had known this trip would take... If I had known this trip would take so long, I would have had Vic's pet sit sky. Or Vikes. I fear our trip would have been much shorter had you not been with us, Ryudo. It is only because of you that we have come so far. I've learned many things as well. Thank you for what you've done. Well, I'm not the only one who should be thanked. I did some things I normally wouldn't do because of you. But it was worth it. I've never actually enjoyed doing a job before. And I've never seen the little punk actually work before either. Shut your wormhole, Sky. Shouldn't you be pecking and scratching at the ground anyway? When we come to the cathedral and meet with His Holiness Pope Zera, do you think he will be able to exercise Valmar? That, I don't know. Look, this is a bit off topic, but I've been meaning to ask, why are you so nice? Well, the souls of the people are weak, so I must help them. I must bring them the light. If they are not strong, then the Dark One will seize upon their weaknesses, as with me. Will His Holiness be able to save me? There is always a way. We'll see him tomorrow, we'll know then. What took you so long? Dinner's ready. The path we followed wrapped upon itself as a many-coiled serpent, its course at once both circuitous and labyrinthine. I think that's how you say those words. Mr. Merrick is trying to say, whatever are you two talking about? We were lost. Come, let us eat. My claws are sheathed, my belly hollow. I was about to say, is this another conversation? About time you showed up. How many people does it take to get water? And what the heck? And what the hell took you so long anyway? Let me read the text right. What is with you two? I did not think it would take long to fetch water. Well, no, we just got a little lost, right, Mr. Merrick? Ron, there's no need to dwell on such things. I see you have found yourselves. My heart is gladdened. What do you mean by that? So we shall finally reach Grandia's Cathedral. We have come so far. Mr. Merrick, you really do worry about the strangest things. It would have been fun to watch on the sly. There are times when it's best to allow the river to run its own course. You will discover the truth of this soon enough. In any event, our path draws near to the cathedral. We've almost cleared the mountains. We'll be in the St. Heim Papal State soon. So we shall finally... Oh, yeah, she repeats herself. We're almost to the St. Heim Papal State and to the Grandia's Cathedral where people gather to say their prayers. I wonder, do prayers said long ago by people you never knew still stay around, even if no one still remembers them? Even a thought cast aside has the faculty to trouble and sway the mind. There is a danger in this, though the new supplants the old. Though the aged pine chokes the sapling of light, in due time the sapling will rise as it must. Do a man's dreams drift silently through the ages? A thought carries far on the wings of prayer. On the other hand, there may be people who are still trapped by the old beliefs that they think are so important. Okay, so Merrick's just repeating himself. She's repeating herself. Okay. We'll speed things up a bit tomorrow. Let's get to bed. Saving, but I'm not ending the episode yet. What I'm probably gonna do is get to St. Imus Papal State and then end the episode. Yeah. For those of you that have actually been watching this series, what is your opinion of it as a whole? I'm curious to know your opinion because this game was very mixed when it came out, so I'm curious to see is where it falls for some of you guys. Gee, that was loud. I didn't even alter the volume or anything, that just happened. But yeah, I'm curious to know what you guys think of this, because this is a game that I grew up with, and apparently it's really popular in the UK, because I found someone that went through this game in the UK, and then I watched a streamer go through Jake-kun 1, and I mentioned this game, and he was super excited about that. So apparently it's really popular in the UK, which if that's the case, cool. Oh, I gotta drain the water for that. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting that it didn't do well here in the States, but it was decently popular in the UK. I'm not gonna say super popular, but it was relatively popular that as soon as I mentioned it, people started, other people were like really excited about it. And I see fairies come online, as it said in the corner. Oh, and John too, apparently. I guess he's waiting for me to be through with the recording before he sends me a text. Just in case I was recording this. He tends to do that. If I tell him I'm recording, he will... You son of a... Die. I still love the warp thing. That's so cool. But yeah. Yeah, this is where we're supposed to go. To get whatever it is that's in the water. Looks like a new weapon for Merrick, I think. Is it? Yeah, Dragon Slayer Axe. Gives 6 more attacks and is effective on reptiles. That would come in handy for some of the things in the cave. Again, in case my phone is like starts freaking wigging, that's why I am saving yet again. Where do I go now? This way. I also want to ask for the K-pop fans that follow me. Did you guys catch SM Town's free concert at the beginning of the year? I know I did, and I freaking loved it.
Golden Hammer! Crash!
I'd say my 2 favorite acts from the concert
Tensei can slash.
were probably Super Junior because they were my old, so of course I'm going to enjoy that. But then the other one was probably Red Velvet because it was nice to see OT5 again. Because I know Wendy has not been feeling well, and I got back from the grocery store. But I know with her accident that it took a while for Wendy to actually sit and recover.
Golden Hammer! Crash!
So it's nice to see her doing well, personally.
Tensei can slash.
What is with the volume spiking? Jeez, that was really weird. So I guess the frames go up and down, the volume does too.
Practice if you want to beat me.
But it's nice to see Wendy doing well. It's one of the few times I've gotten initiative on these things. I know I said it before, but I'm always shocked whenever I get initiative on these things because of how much they bounce.
Golden Hammer! Crash!
One. They say these are crabs. I'm sorry, these are not crabs. These are more like shrimp. Does anybody else agree with that?
Here goes flying Tensei Ken.
Wow.
Here goes my impact bomb.
Yeah, now that I leveled it up, it's starting to actually do more damage. Nice bird. Cool. Freaking love that attack. I also like, Beast King Smash as well. I tend to save that for boss fights because it takes a lot of freaking skill points. So that's kind of why I saved that one.
Go! Dragon Rise!
I was hoping Alina would go first, but
Tensei can slash. You better practice if you want to beat me.
I also still want to get John into this game because he played like the first little bit of it, but his issue, and I might have mentioned this in a previous part, his issue was the camera. That was his issue. His issue was the camera and the fact that it didn't automatically turn on its own. You had to turn it yourself. And I mean, I can understand why that would annoy him, but this is also a very old game. This came out in... Pretty sure it came out in 2000. I need to get Ryudo some more
Here
magic.
goes my impact bomb.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure this came out in 2000, if memory serves me right. But
Spiral wind.
the games in 2000 didn't have some of the modern touches like the camera moving on its own, like games nowadays. So, I mean, I guess it's just because I grew up with this game, so I knew what to expect. But the fact that, you know, he talked about the camera, and I kept telling him,
Get away with that.
you know, this is an older game. It's not gonna have the motion camera. So that was really good damage on that one Yeti, jeez. But, it's not gonna have a similar feel to, like, some of these modern ones that you're used to. And I don't want to say that and sound like super rude. It's just what I think overall in terms of this. So, because there's other people that I've shown this game and they were like, oh wow, this game's actually really good. And I'm like, yeah, it came out in 2000. And they were like, wait, what? So, I mean, it depends on the person, to be totally honest. I'm almost got this completely maxed, which is nice. I need to be better about doing that, because I did not do that in my previous run of this game. Weird alligators. Wait, is alligators or crocodiles? Y'all have to tell me, because I have no idea what the difference is. I freaking watched Steve Irwin back in the day. I should
Here
know the
goes my
difference.
impact bomb.
Sparkle. Now that I've fully maxed up Howl, let's see what kind of damage it does now.
Spiral wind. Tear him up.
That's better. Sorry, I'll get this swig of my drink.
Gotta work even harder.
Like, I'm used to having to turn the camera, so I mean, it doesn't really bother me. But I can understand for new players that it would be a deterrent. Pretty sure that's the right way to use that word. I'm not entirely sure.
Here goes my impact bomb. Now burn to a crisp.
Hardly worthy of my notice.
Oh, should have known that checking it right quick, but it seems to be nothing significant, which is good, because I don't want to have to end this episode randomly. Alright, more Yetis. And I'm sorry if you get tired of me calling them Yetis, that's just what they make me think of.
Let them feel your rumblings, O holy earth. I pray that we shall be safe ahead.
That was quick. Oh, come on. That was not. I was not surprised, game. That's bull. Alright, I was putting on my house coat because it is really freaking chilly. To me, anyway, it's chilly.
To tear 'em up.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about a YouTuber I discovered recently. Just because I find her extremely admirable, and I phrase it that way because, thank you, Merrick, she is a North Korean escapee. And now she's a human rights activist. And I just have to say that I give her so much respect because I can't even imagine how difficult that was for her. Because I'm sure to a point that had to be insanely difficult. Especially knowing that if she spoke out, that her family could get executed or, you know, could be, you know, physically harmed or get put in a concentration camp. But yeah, here we are. So she's saying we need to go see him, His Holiness Zera, to report to him about the ceremony of sealing. And the gate guard is like, well then, let me lead you to the cathedral. Well, I would rather not today. I shall go there directly tomorrow instead. As you wish. I shall inform His Holiness. And so the mighty warriors come to the end of their lengthy, needlessly complicated journey. You did good, kid. Must be tired. Rito, what will you and the others do now? I'm still a little concerned about my brother, but I have no idea where he might be. Fate has seen fit to bind brother to brother. I would stay on with you, for Destiny's work is not yet complete. I would like to stay with you too, but I'm also interested in the stories told by the Church of Grass, so I would like to stay here a while. Not a problem, not like I have anywhere else to be. But Elena, you sure you don't want to take care of your business today? It is an audience with His Holiness Zera, so I want to be neat before I go. Okay, let's spend the night here and rest our feet, or for some of us, our rat-stained claws. Wow! Yes, let's do it. I'm hungry as well. Yes, you're right. That's the store. Here's the end. Hello? Welcome. I'm actually gonna save right here. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this part. We did it. We made it to the St. Heim Papal States. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys soon in another video at another time. Bye, roses.